Hey, how's it going? It's Taylor here, and in this video I'm going to talk about magic finding for beginners and returning players. So I'll put timestamps in the description, but just a quick overview of what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about what is magic finding and how does magic finding work, as well as some tips on some areas you can go to magic find and farm. And then also I'm going to talk about why the Sorceress is a great character to start out with as your magic finding character. So that's what's going to be in the video, but other than that, without further ado, let's get into the video. So what is Magic Find? Magic Find is an attribute on items that gives you a better chance at finding magic, rare, set, or unique items in the game. So it's really a stat that helps you find potentially better loot, and it's pretty common practice for people to have at least one character designated to magic finding so they can find gear for, other characters that they might make. So how magic finding works is the game will randomly decide which item it's going to drop, and then it will apply your magic finding stat to that item, increasing the chance that that item drops as magic, set, unique, or rare. So the more MF, the higher your MF, the better, but at a certain point you start getting diminishing returns on your magic find. So if we look at this magic finding chart here, when you have 250% magic find, your unique MF is 125%, and then if we add another 100 to make it 350% magic find, your unique MF is 145%, so you only get 20% unique MF percent between 250 and 350 percent magic find. So you really get your best bang for your buck somewhere in the 200 to 300% magic find range. So that would be a good area to aim for, and it would be beneficial to have more, but you want to make sure you're not sacrificing your character's kill speed and how fast you clear your runs. So it's gonna be up to you guys to find that balance between MF gear and having a quick kill speed for your character, so you're doing more runs and doing them quicker. And I'll go over my magic finding sorceress at the end of the video just to give you an idea at least what I wear for my magic finding sorceress. What magic finding doesn't work on. A couple things that magic find doesn't work for would be runes. So it's not going to make more runes drop, and it's also not going to make less runes drop. And also gambling with an NPC in town, it's not going to affect the gamble, as well as it's not going to affect the quality of the items that drop in terms of it being exceptional or elite quality. And then also it's not going to make more items drop. So those are just a few things that magic finding won't affect. If you want more drops from normal monsters, that would be controlled by the player amount in the game. So in single player, it would be controlled by the /players command, and in multiplayer, that would be controlled by having more players in the game and not by your magic finding percent chance stat on your character. Where to magic find? When you're starting from scratch and you're getting your magic find character up and running, a good place to start magic finding would be Nightmare Mephisto. You could find some stuff that's even considered endgame worthy, such as Vampire Gaze, Oculus, Scalders. You could find a Stone of Jordan, as well as a Shaft Stop if you have a melee character. So, when you're just starting out and you have a somewhat weak sorceress, this would be a good place to start magic finding. It's also a relatively safe place to magic find if you do the river technique, where you stand across the little gap in the Mephisto level so he can't really attack you, and you just stand back and kill him. When you're able to kill and clear in hell, you're going to want to go farm some level 85 areas, and you would want to farm these areas because they're able to drop the best uniques in the game, such as Crown of Ages, Arachnid's Mesh, Death's Fathom, and the very rare Tyrell's Might. So just to name a few uniques that you can find in level 85 areas, and a couple examples of some level 85 areas would be the pit levels in Act 1, and then in Act 2, the Ancient Tunnels, in Act 4, the Chaos Sanctuary, and in Act 5, the Worldstone Keep levels, as well as the Throne Room. And there's more level 85 areas than that, but those are some of the best spots. Especially the pit levels in Act 1, because they have some of the easiest monsters to kill in Hell, and you have some of the best potential for uniques to drop down there. So that would be a good place to go when you're able to clear stuff in Hell. Each area will have a set amount of boss packs, so the pit level 1 will have a minimum of 6 boss packs, and the pit level 2 will have a minimum of 2 boss packs, and these are the monsters you want to go for when you're farming these areas. And you know, if you're just going for the boss packs, you can do it on players 1, because you know, they have a set amount of items that they're going to drop. So unique and champions are going to drop 1 item guaranteed, you know, every time, and that doesn't switch. So you know, it doesn't matter if you have a higher player setting, if you're going just for these boss packs in the pit levels, for example. Another good place to farm would be bosses like Andariel and Mephisto, and it would be a good idea to farm them on players 3 or players 5, because what happens is with a higher player count, it decreases the no drop chance that each item has to drop from these bosses, so you're more likely to get the 6 drops with a higher player count. So for example, I did a run on Andariel in Hell on players 1, and you can see she only dropped 2 items for me, so more players in the game makes this less likely to happen, although it doesn't happen super often. But you know, it's kind of optimized around players 3 or players 5. Another good place to farm would be super unique bosses like Pindleskin, Shank the Overseer, or Eldritch. They can be a quick kill, and they always drop 2 items along with a bunch of, you know, potions. So you'll have to kind of figure out what works for your character based on immunes and what kind of damage your character does. So for example, Ancient Tunnels, a great area level 85 place to farm, is a really good spot for cold sorceresses, because there's rarely any cold immunes, and you're not getting hung up on cold immunes with your cold sorceress. So, you know, it'll be up to you to figure out, you know, which runs work for you and your character. So why the Sorceress? The Sorceress is a lot of people's main pick when starting with absolutely nothing and starting out in a fresh ladder season. Simply because the Sorceress has teleport, it makes magic finding runs really efficient, and it makes your runs a lot faster compared to if you didn't have teleport. So, you know, it's a really good option to go with. It's also pretty efficient at killing with fairly low budget equipment, so it is a really good option to go with when choosing a magic finding character to start out with. Alright, so I'll go over my Sorceress build real quick for you guys and just show you what it has. So I have 305 magic find, and I'll show you the gear. It has 40% chances, a Nagel ring, gold wrap, a Shaco, and then just a bad Ami. I'm not super rich or anything. I have War Travs, and then I have a Geed's Fortune Grand Charm for 39% magic find, and then I have a bunch of these small charms. I'll just go over them quick, and you can see they're mostly just 6%, but it does add up to 305 magic find, which is a great number to be at. And then I have this caster ring with 13% magic find and some faster cast rate, which is pretty handy. And I'm just a straight up Blizzard Sorceress, so there's lots of build videos out there if you want to build a different style Sorceress, but you know, I'm just a straight up Blizzard source, and then my mercenary takes care of any immunes for me. And my mercenary has an insight, not Eth, you know, I gotta get that Eth, but Eth Fortitude, and then Andariel's Visage. And I'll do a single player Mephisto run here. I'll put up to players 3, and yeah, so I'm on single player pluggy, and you know, one of the benefits of single player is it remembers your maps. So it's not random unless you switch difficulties. That's just a single player feature. So here's Mephi. Give him a little bit of a static field here, and then hit him with Blizzard. And I'll show you my skills after we kill Mephi. And some pretty decent magic find there. Nothing great, nothing worth really grabbing or, you know, keeping. But, you know, we had some good results as far as uniques and set items there. And if your mercenary gets the final blow, it adds his magic find on top of yours. So he has 23 magic find right there. So it would have made it 23 added to that, it would have been 328 magic find. So it combines the mercenary's magic find with your own if he gets the final killing blow. So you know, you can take advantage of that. And I'll show you my skills. You can see my blizzards, just about 5k damage, and you know, I got max blizzard, of course, max glacial spike, ice blast maxed, and then ice bolt maxed, and the rest in the cold mastery. And of course, one in telekinesis, super handy skill, and you need it anyways for teleport, and one in static field, and then one in warmth. So yeah, so telekinesis, super handy skill, especially in lower Kurast. I'll also do a little lower Kurast run for you guys. I just want to grab a key, just in case there's any locked chests, you know. So this isn't a great map roll because I only have, actually, no, I do have two campfire spawns. So you just hit everything you can with your telekinesis, and I'll mainly go for the super chests and just hit stuff along the way with my telekinesis. And then there's another spot down here you can see. And nothing great. Usually looking for high runes. And actually I was on players 3 for that, so I should have been on player 7. So you know, that's a mistake on my part, but you get the idea how handy telekinesis can be when you're doing lower Kurast runs especially. So you know, that's gonna be it for the build part, and you know, that's gonna be it for the video actually, guys. So thanks for watching. If anything in this video helped you, please leave a like on the video and subscribe for more Diablo 2 content. And other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.